A Mayweather fight is always a major event, and the scene yesterday here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. For the second straight Mayweather fight, they opened up the entire arena to accommodate the huge crowds. And the fans turned out en masse, as well as many boxing luminaries on the stage. Adrian Broner with the bushy beard made weight, but he'll have to lose the beard before tonight when he fights Carlos Molina. Amir Khan draws fans wherever he fights. Khan's opponent, Luis Collazo, looking trim and ready, and both matched the welterweight limit. For the main event, the challenger entered a whole new world of fanfare. Marcos Maidana got a walk-in for a weigh-in. And the champ, well, he's used to this. Floyd Mayweather relaxed on the eve of putting his perfect record on the line in front of the world. It's Mayweather Maidana. Countdown live right now.
All right, fans, here we go. It's time for the bout you've all been waiting for. This crowd going wild. He is in trouble. Look at his legs. Oh, they are going at it. Tyson, laid it on. Pulls Bruno into the rope. The right by Buckley hurts his dad. Oh, there goes Chavez for the first time in his career. A shot by Evander Holyfield. Castillo's in trouble. What a fight! It's showtime!
And welcome everybody to Las Vegas in this Showtime Boxing Special Edition. This is Countdown Live as we get you ready for the Showtime pay-per-view card, headlined by #1 in the world pound for pound Floyd Mayweather, defending his title against Marcos Maidana. It's the welterweight championship of the world. We are in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena for what could be the biggest boxing card of the year in 2014. And hi everybody, welcome to Las Vegas. I'm Brian Kenny, happy to be joined here at the desk by Al Bernstein, Paulie Malignaggi, and Mauro Ranallo. Guys, we'll get your thoughts in a moment. Pace yourself. It's going to be a long night, big guy. Take it easy. It's coming up in less than 1 hour on Showtime pay-per-view. It's a very deep card. You can stay with it all night and enjoy it. The main event, of course, Floyd Mayweather, Marcos Maidana. Floyd defending his welterweight championship. He's also the junior middleweight champion of the world, but the 147-pound title is the one on the line tonight. The co-feature is a good one. Amir Khan looking to get into the Mayweather sweepstakes. Wanted the main event here tonight. He fights Luis Collazo this evening. Also on tap, the return of Adrian Broner, the former lightweight champion coming off his first loss as a pro, takes on Carlos Molina. That fight at 140 pounds. Broner is moving down a weight class. And we'll kick off the night with super middleweights. J. Leon Love fighting Marco Antonio Parabon. That all starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and available only on Showtime pay-per-view. All right, let's go through the card. There has been the promise of greatness around Amir Khan for more than a decade now. At the age of 17, he was an Olympic silver medalist. As a pro, he's had his ups and downs, changing trainers, dealing with several losses. Yet, he is still supremely skilled, and with a big win tonight, could be the next man to take on Floyd Mayweather, if, of course, Mayweather gets by Marcos Maidana. Khan thought he'd be in that position already tonight.
Another big one, May 3rd, Marcos Maidana.
No one told me that Floyd's fighting Maidana. I was jerked around. I think I was disrespected in a way. Had the yes word said to me about the Floyd Mayweather fight happening. I'd signed the contracts and everything, sent back to Floyd's team, and never got nothing back. Floyd decided to do a poll on his website because he didn't know who to pick. And he said, whoever wins the poll, I'll fight. So I won the poll. Floyd doesn't fight me. Maidana is someone I've beaten, and he's fighting Floyd Mayweather. I did lose a lot of respect for Floyd because I think it's wrong for a fighter to do that to another fighter. It should have been me. My time will come one day, and it's all about me being focused, and going to the mosque keeps me focused on what I need to do. That mentally makes me strong as well, especially when you're in that boxing ring. It's a very lonely place, and it's great to know that you've got God on your side. My praying keeps me believing strong and keeps me, believing that I could be the best, and I am the best. I want to show the world that Amir Khan is one of the elite fighters in the 147-pound division and is destined to be a world champion again. That's my dream, and that's what I'm working towards. So many people doubt me. So many people think I'm not as good as I was so when people want to see me lose. Collazo's a great fighter, you know, he's very explosive, tough. He's been in with the biggest names, the likes of Ricky Hatton, Berto, also Shane Mosley. His last fight against Victor Ortiz, I saw how he knocked him out, so we know he has a lot of power. But it's all about being smart, you know, in this fight. I believe that this fight could be the one to shine on the night. I need to win this fight in a good fashion. I put a great performance on, definitely it'll get me the fight against Floyd.
Yeah, Amir Khan hasn't fought in a year, Al, and his stock is kind of down right now. Take yourself back to when he was coming out of the Olympic Games. You know, his ethnicity, but being from Great Britain, his hand speed. A lot of us thought this guy's going to be a superstar. Can that still happen?
Yeah, you know, he had a blip on the radar screen when he lost to Prescott, knocked out in round 1, but totally rehabilitated himself in the years 2008, 2009, 2010 when he was winning titles, fighting brilliantly against people like Paulie and Zab Judah and Marcos Maidana. He stamped himself as a true talent and a fighter to watch. His job again now is to rehabilitate himself at 147 pounds, which he's in the process of doing, to become that name again.
Paulie, you were in against this guy. Again, at his best, this guy's magnificent.
Yeah, he's probably the fastest guy I was ever in the ring with, but he seems more confident in letting that speed go than that aggression. He had that really aggression, that speed aggression before. Since that left hook from Danny Garcia, it's almost like it's toned down a little bit. Sometimes I think he wants to slow down to maybe avoid getting hit so much, but at times it seems it's affected his offense and his explosiveness. So we'll see how he progresses tonight.
Yeah, he's taking on Luis Collazo, and really a lot at stake for him, Mauro, where he's got to prove to the audience, to the pay-per-view audience, oh, no, I'll plunk down big money because I think you have a shot against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, this is the bona fide addition for what could happen in the main event. It really is predicated on the outcome of the feature attraction, the Mayweather sweepstakes as it's known. But should Marcos Maidana shock the world, hey, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch of the Khan-Maidana Fight of the Year back in 2010. So for Amir Khan, first things first, he faces a very tough out in Luis Collazo.
Let's talk about that man right now. Very good points. To this point in his career, Luis Collazo is better known for his losses than his wins. But at least those losses are in fights many people thought he did win. A very close loss to Ricky Hatton when Hatton was at his peak, and later an extremely disputed decision to Andre Berto in 2009. Now, he does come off a win, and a resounding one that catapulted him back to prominence, and a date on a big-time pay-per-view card here tonight.
Growing up as a kid here in Brooklyn, I was getting into trouble a lot. At age 9, I was selling drugs, smoking marijuana. My dad was a big fanatic of boxing, and I guess he thought that was the way out. There's not too many people who make it out of here. Time kept going, and I just kept pushing, and I won the Golden Gloves here in New York, and went to the box office for the Olympics in 2000. The fight with Victor Ortiz and Josecito Lopez fell out. They were looking for an opponent. They called me, they said, "You want to fight?" I said, "Of course, why not? This is an opportunity to get me back where I want to be at." And that's in top of the welterweight division. The first round, Victor Ortiz was very aggressive. He likes throwing wide shots, and we both lefties. I knew if we exchange, my shot got to get there before his. Every shot that he threw, it was like I saw it in slow motion. And exactly what happened, we both threw a 1-2, and then my hook was just shorter than his, and mine's landed before, it was flush, and boom, there it went. When I landed, to be honest, I wanted him to get back up. Prior to the fight, he was just talking, running his mouth. Once that bell rang, it's just me and you, and hey, whatever you said, you better back it up. I'm grown. I'm ready to go physically, mentally, and spiritually. I need to get that world title again. You gotta compete with the best to be the best. Now, May 2014, I'm fighting Amir Khan. I love being an underdog. I've been underdog all my career. I fought fighters with his speed. I just gotta capitalize off his mistakes and do what I do best. Come fight night, I will be ready.
Al, Collazo is a tough out for anyone. It's funny when you see him and he's always in as the opponent, and then after a few minutes you think, wow, this guy can really box. Well, how do they match up style-wise tonight?
Well, you know, it's interesting. Ricky Hatton, of course, was one of those people who had so much trouble with Collazo, has publicly warned Amir Khan about how difficult a challenge Collazo presents. And of course, Khan has had months to work with Virgil Hunter because he's had that long layoff to get ready for this match, and he better be ready if he plans on beating Collazo. The 32-year-old Luis Collazo has used his lefty style to bedevil a number of top welterweights. Against Amir Khan, this is what he'll have to do. Khan starts fast in every fight. Collazo has to simply get through it. Luis is a clever fighter. He can use Khan's aggression against him. Collazo generates big power in the right hook. We know Khan can be hurt. Victor Ortiz let his left hand slip down, which gave Collazo a chance to land the right. This was the beginning of the end for Ortiz, and if Khan does the same, he may get jolted just like this. Even with a fine 28-3 record, Amir Khan's career inside the ring's been like a roller coaster. He's been working with trainer Virgil Hunter to smooth out the ride. Khan's right hand is quick and powerful. He'll need that punch in this match. To avoid Collazo's right hook, keep the left high. Khan gets in trouble when he engages too long and trades big punches. Here, Khan will attack with a left hook and then a right hand. This two-punch combination brought Khan some rewards, and after Carlos Molina missed with the right hand, Khan gets out of harm's way to reset and launch his next attack without trading power punches. He hopes this maneuver helps him avoid taking a big power punch.
Excellent points there. The keys to victory, something Paulie, you even said when he was fighting Molina. Hey, do your work and then take a walk. And we saw that against Molina a lot. It worked for Khan.
Yeah, in that fight it worked. He's taken a more patient approach, basically not to bite off more than he can chew. Sometimes there's just 2 or 3 punches available to you before you got to get out. Khan might have in the past tried to go for 5 or 6. You spend your time in the pocket, you have to be short, because if you spend too much time there, the return is going to come. You're not hitting a heavy bag. But with every opponent, it's different. Some guys you can stay in there longer than others before the return comes. So it's up to a guy like Khan in the moment. You can't really train that in the moment to decide when it's time to get out and when it's time to get in.
We're here live in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Of course, this is a huge event at a Mayweather pay-per-view. There are celebrities, there are parties. We wouldn't have any idea. We're here. This is all we got. But Heidi Androl, very different situation. Heidi, take it away.
Yeah, sorry about your luck, Brian. The action is all down here. The VIP room just a few doors down from where the fighters' dressing rooms are. And it is all star power. And speaking of star power, joining me right now, Peter Patronelli from Nurse Jackie. Welcome.
Yeah, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. It's my first fight that I get to see live.
Well, not a bad first fight.
Not a bad first fight.
Yeah. Well, as far as atmosphere is considered, since it is your first fight, you don't have a lot to compare it to. But how would you describe this?
It's you can feel the tension in the air. You know, people are excited. They have everyone's rooting for their guy, and I don't know who to root for though. Who are you rooting for?
I can't root. Don't you know?
Root?
Yeah. I can't root.
I hear Mayweather's the favorite, so I'm gonna have to go with Mayweather, I guess. Although
I don't know who's giving you your advice.
I've heard if Maidana, right? Maidana. I keep calling him Madonna. Like, that's how much I know.
It's not Madonna. It's Maidana. You're learning a lot.
Mayweather's fighting Madonna? That's an odd coupling. I like her music. But
all right, I'm going to stop you there before it gets really bad. We're going to go to Nurse Jackie. Okay. Season 6. It's on tomorrow night, Sundays at 9 p.m. What can fans expect?
From Coop, lots of funny stuff. Yeah. Nurse Jackie starts taking pills again, so she's down a slippery slope. But my character wants to be a father, so he goes to a sperm donor. He's trying to donate his sperm. It's cable. It's cable stuff. I don't know if we can talk about it. Can we talk about it?
Well, we've talked about it, so we've gone there. What's your prediction?
Mayweather.
Mayweather. Yeah, you're going Mayweather.
I think in a decision, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check him out Sundays, Nurse Jackie, Sunday 9 p.m. only on Showtime. Well, before Mayweather gets the W, as you say he has to get through this guy, Marcos Maidana. Now, our wonderful team over at the website at Showtime, show.com/sports, they have put together highlights of Maidana's best career moments. You can take a look there. Obviously, we want you to go to the website, cast your vote, and you can see if it's going to be the KO of Josecito Lopez, the upset win that actually got him here against Adrian Broner of his pick, the TKO of Victor Ortiz, or that back and forth action with Amir Khan. So go to sho.com/sports, cast your vote. We're looking forward to getting that results to you in a little bit later on in the broadcast. Now, Brian, I'm curious, what's your Maidana moment?
You know what? I would think, Heidi, I would go with against Victor Ortiz, fellas, because that's when Ortiz was kind of young, hungry, on the way up, and he was getting battered, and then he made Ortiz quit. It was like, who is this Maidana fellow at that point? He's a big-time guy. All right, I'm the only one that's voting.
I love the stoppage, the 2 knockdowns of Adrian Broner myself. The fact that Broner was, modifying himself and modeling himself after Floyd Mayweather and being knocked down twice, a huge upset. So I've got to go with the Broner win because it put him here tonight, as Heidi said.
It's a good point, too, because you really measure it by your own fight call. Like, did you call the Maidana moment best?
Yeah,
And I
think you're right.
You nail everyone.
Well, thank you.
You know that. All right,
Check us in the mail.
Let's go through the fight card right now. It's easy to float through the scene when you're young with an unbeaten record. The test comes when you have to deal with a loss. Adrian Broner is now at that stage. As much as the whole fight with Marcos Maidana was stunning, it was no one-punch fluke. Maidana hurt Broner in the first round, backed it up with a knockdown in the second round, and then after Broner started to get back into the fight, Maidana dropped him again in the 8th round. Broner's spirit certainly doesn't seem broken from the loss, and that's a good thing. But is he reflective enough to understand what was going so wrong so often in the ring itself and learn from it? It's a question that could be answered tonight.
I always leave my all inside the ring. Sometimes the night of the fight, you do not be 100%. And that was not my all that night.
He's hurt bad, guys.
Maidana, he can hit. What can I say? He got the God-given power, and he landed that shot.
My plan was to catch him or move. And he just stood right in front of him, thinking that he can take Maidana's shot.
Oh, and the lefts and rights by Maidana.
He stuck to his game plan with that wild shit that I should never got hit with.
3-punch combination.
He hurt Maidana in the later rounds. Then he got relaxed again. He got caught in the 8th round.
He was the better man that night. But even after the loss, I'm still the same, AB. We move forward. At the end of the day, we still got a hell of a check. We still fresh, fly, flashy, young, famous, and rich. I'm a little different. Instead of brushing my hair, I comb my beard now. We combing the beard, that's the new trend. The loss, it helped me out because a lot of people didn't come around as much talking about, oh, I was giving you my space. But when you want to party, you make sure your ass around. When you want a new outfit, you make sure your ass around. And you can't take time out your day to call me like, how you doing? Is you all right? Is your fractured jaw healed up? So it was umbilical cord time. I had to cut them off. It's time to get back to what got me the name of Adrian Broner. I'm in a must-win situation because, shit, I'm a winner. I don't like losing. I'm gonna make an example out of whoever I fight. I can fight Joe Blow. Joe Blow going down. I'm still Adrian the Problem Broner. We're gonna show him why I'm a 3-time world champion. And I will be a 4-time world champion. From 424. In 4 different weight classes.
Guy dealing with his first pro loss. You never know how it's going to work out, Paulie. Now, you've been there, you've lived through it. What is it like having lost after you do so much winning?
Yeah, especially your first pro loss, it can have various effects on fighters. Sometimes it can cause a little bit of doubt, and they can say, man, maybe I wasn't as good as I thought I was, or, they lose a lot of confidence. At times, the fighter's never the same. Then there's other kind of fighters, the real competitors, that will say, man, it makes them angry. Like, I'm better than this. There's no way that's me. I'm way better than this. I'm too good to get beat like that, and I'm coming back stronger, harder, more determined. So, we're going to find out tonight which one of those two fighters Adrian Broner is. The way he's talking, he seems like the latter. But, until you get in the ring, you're not really for sure when those gloves are flying at you and they're 8 ounces and they're coming at you with speed and force.
He also lost at 147 pounds, and Broner, Al, is not a big guy. At 135, he had a lot of power. Now he's fighting at 140. He looks ripped. He looks in great shape. What do you think of his size?
Well, most people don't think he's a 147-pounder. Floyd Mayweather even suggested that. He probably can't make 135 anymore, which I think is still the best weight for him. So 140 seems like the best natural weight for him, and he hopes he's up to the task against Molina. I'll say one thing. He's doing a very good James Harden impression.
Does he? Yes. That's a good point.
He hopes his defense is better, though.
Wow. That really tied together. Meantime, Carlos Molina is the opponent. We've seen many times, week after week here on Showtime Championship Boxing. Oh, yeah, the opponent. We saw it with Mauricio Herrera, who a lot of us thought, actually beat Danny Garcia for the junior welterweight title. What about the opponent, Molina, tonight?
Well, first of all, he's a guy who suffered from mistaken identity. He's not the 154-pound champion who's currently incarcerated, known as Carlos Molina. He's a guy that, yes, he knows he's been brought in to rehabilitate Adrian Broner, but as you mentioned, it's the biggest opportunity after his last fight against Amir Khan, his first fight at 140. He failed that test. Now with a new trainer, 17-month layoff, has had a chance to improve on everything he needs to, and a guy who has nothing to lose, if he can perform like that, makes him very, very dangerous. dangerous.
I have to see, too, if he shaved that beard. I mean, he had a big, bushy beard. Paulie, they will make it. Is the commission making him shave that beard?
We're talking about Broner.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because if you have too big of a beard, I assume it gives you some padding on your chin. And I remember in the amateurs, they used to never let us have any facial hair. But this is a lot of facial hair. I assume maybe they won't make him take it completely off, but at least shorten it. But you never know.
He came in here yesterday, walked right beneath us here, and it seemed like incredulous that anybody would even suggest he would shave his beard, and he had it. Let's go to Heidi Androl standing by. Heidi?
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, we are down here in the VIP room, obviously. A lot of talk on social media. You see everyone on their phones. We've got you covered. We've partnered with Facebook to identify the hot zones of conversation amongst our fighters. Let's start with Adrian Broner. Obviously, he's got no surprise in Ohio, Reynoldsburg, outside of Cincinnati. That's his hometown. But surprisingly, in Leeds, over in the UK, a lot of people talking about Broner, and also in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now, Amir Khan. Now, interesting. Broner in the UK, but not Amir Khan, who actually lives there. He has his hot spots over in Pakistan and Iran. Now, he was living in the UK, but his family does have roots in the region. He's paving boxing history over there right now. As for Marcos Maidana, well, he's showing his global reach all the way over there in the Philippines, then back in the United States in Houston, Texas, and then, of course, all the way down at home in his home country of Argentina. Then, of course, Floyd Money Mayweather. He's got the talk in Chicago, Atlanta, and fight hotbed, of course, right here in Las Vegas. As you can see, fans joining the conversation in the hotspots over 4 continents. Now, we've got you covered on Instagram as well here. You had to know we were going to go with the Biebs. Justin Bieber, make sure to get at Floyd Mayweather's fight tonight on pay-per-view. He supposedly is walking out with Mayweather and Drake and Lil Wayne, and they're all kind of fighting for who's going to have the microphone. And we'll send it over to our very own Jim Gray. Maybe he's got Justin Bieber. Who have you got, Jay? Okay.
No singing over here. But we've got a big fight, Canelo against Irlande Lara. That's going to take place on July the 12th, right back here at the MGM Grand. Felix de Jesus will translate for us. Felix, was he surprised that Canelo took the fight against him?
¿Te sorprendió que Canelo cogió la pelea contra ti?
Claro que sí, me sorprendió ya que estábamos preparando para la pelea de Mid y en el momento así, de momento tomó la decisión de pelear conmigo y tuvimos que cancelar la pelea para coger la pelea de Canelo.
He totally caught me by surprise. He was getting ready to fight Ishii Smith, and then when Canelo called, it totally caught him by surprise to fight this.
Canelo had a terrific fight in winning over Angulo in his last fight. He came back very strong after being beaten by Floyd Mayweather. Are you going to be able to combat what now looks like almost an unstoppable Canelo?
Canelo tuvo una pelea excelente frente a Alfredo Angulo. Antes de eso había perdido contra Floyd Mayweather. ¿Tú estás preparado para enfrentarte a un Canelo tan fuerte como vimos?
Claro, estamos preparados para pelear con el Canelo. Canelo es un boxeador joven, un boxeador fuerte y un boxeador muy inteligente y tiene buen su público, pero eso es lo de menos. Estamos aquí preparados para pelear con él y dar un buen show ese día, el 12 de julio.
We are definitely very prepared to fight Canelo for that day. We know he's a young fighter. We know he has a perfect crowd that goes with him, but I am prepared to fight him that day.
You had a great fight against Austin Trout. You looked better against Trout than Canelo did. Does that give you confidence going into this fight?
Te va a dar confianza que tú peleaste frente a Trout y luciste mejor de lo que Canelo lució frente a Trout.
No me voy a dar confianza. Voy a hacer mi trabajo, voy a prepararme bien, que es lo más importante, y todo el tiempo en mente positiva y para adelante, que aquí todos los boxeadores vienen a ganar. Aquí ningún boxeador sube de ring a perder, y entonces hay que prepararse duro para los 12 rounds.
No, I'm not going to get overconfident for that fight. All the boxers are at this level are very prepared, and that's what I'm going to do to be very prepared for Canelo that night.
All right, we will be looking forward to that, and we will see you on July the 12th. Brian Kenny, as we go back to you, should this gentleman win, he'll put himself in the Mayweather sweepstakes.
Absolutely.
Upstairs.
Yeah, Jim, and he's looked great. By the way, we are working on a Mauro Ranallo heat map as well. That'd be like DEFCON 4 in War Games. We're working in BC. He's very big. Still to come, we will preview our main event and talk Mayweather Maidana with Al Bernstein, Paulie Malignaggi, and Mauro Ranallo. But first, we present an encore episode 3, All Access, Mayweather versus Maidana, as the fighters for the main event make their final preparations.
All Access. What's up? It's your man Money May all day. May 3rd, the moment we all been waiting for. Champion versus champion, Mayweather versus Maidana. Don't miss it. Live from the MGM Grand. Showtime pay-per-view.
Camp is in its final days. It'll be another cool, crisp evening in Las Vegas. What better time for the champ to take his toys out for a ride?
Y'all getting in shape? Y'all getting in shape? Come on, let's go. Come on, Dorley, keep working. Come on, champ.
Hey, y'all, remember we got to ride them back, too.
It's a complicated life, managing an empire of his own creation.
It's the lifestyle that we live. There's millions and millions and millions of people that want to live like me. We're going to get some air. Y'all better come over here. Y'all gonna fuck around and get in an accident.
These money team girls is crazy, man. How you filling up air with an iced out watch on?
Let's go. A person can say whatever they want to say about me. Whether you do like me or you don't like me, I'm real. I'm not fake. I'm not fake.
All that pressure. But I like it.
Just like them, I suppose.
Yeah.
I get a long massage. Don't try to worry about nothing. I'm paying for it.
Take your time.
Y'all get as long as y'all want to. I mean, I want y'all to get a massage from right now until the fight.
You heard that one?
I'm making a major, major change. I want to live right. I want to live right.
Appearances aside, this has been a particularly trying time. The lifestyle conceals a loss. His and that of his erstwhile fiancée.
99% of the time, people hear things that go on in the media is false. People want to know, basically what happened with my situation. 3 months ago, Miss Jackson was pregnant with twin babies. These are a lot of things that people don't know. I've been coming in this room basically meditating like, Floyd, you have to stay focused. Floyd, you have to stay focused. Floyd, you have to stay focused. I mean, I'm only human. I mean, I wasn't brought up in a home to where I seen a husband and a wife. When I went to school, when they talk about a husband and a wife, I'm like, they don't need to show that type of shit on TV. And I didn't have a stable home. I always had to fend for myself. I never knew about a one-on-one relationship. I'm not perfect. I've done some things that I shouldn't have done, but I know I'm not a bad person, and I know that I can become a better person. This is the thing that I know. I have.
That's good.
I'm ready for change, and the only thing I can do is work at it.
Amen.
I gotta eat some food.
Amen.
If a contemplative Mayweather is pondering his future, Maidana's camp remains in the moment. The single concern in Robert Garcia's living room, how to beat Floyd.
We are set for the highly anticipated main event. The atmosphere is electric.
With Mayweather, we got to be a little more careful. Mayweather is the best in the business, and he's very smart, very experienced. I want Chino to be careful the first couple of rounds, but if that opportunity comes, then we're going to take advantage of it.
And you see Floyd trying to take it to him. I think he wants to show the young man, listen, this is the big time now.
You can't let Mayweather be comfortable. He's landing every punch he wants, and then every time Canelo tries, Mayweather's already out of the way. You got to stay on him. You got to make it ugly. You got to make it dirty.
Floyd Mayweather has not lost a step.
It's happened to Cotto, it happened to De La Hoya. They kind of like lose it in the ring when they're in front of Mayweather. With Chino, I don't think that's gonna happen. Chino has no respect for nobody when they're inside the ring. He doesn't care. He just goes in there to tries to knock his opponent out.
Robert Garcia isn't merely a former champion. He is one of the best minds in the business. His collaboration with Maidana has changed the landscape of the abundantly talented welterweight division.
Robert García me ha ayudado bastante. De que estoy con Robert he hecho 4 peleas, las 4 la he ganado y bueno, sigo con él y voy a seguir y me está ayudando muy bien.
This is the best training camp we've ever had. Maidana followed every instruction, so I could say that we're ready to go.
Boxing is the family business. Garcia's kid brother Mikey is the WBO super featherweight champion. Today, as camp winds down, he'll get in the ring with Maidana, turning a sparring session into an event for Oxnard's boxing cognoscente.
I believe Maidana has a really good chance of beating him. I've seen fights where the boxer is supposed to win and the brawler stops him.
Mikey is lighter than El Chino, but faster too. That's the key here, approximating Mayweather's speed and quickness.
30 seconds. I'm training Chino to give Mayweather that fight that he's never seen before. Throw a lot of punches. That's my plan. Stay busy, throw a lot of punches, be awkward. You guys ready? Ahí vamos. What Maidana has is that power, the aggression, the heart. Those are all good qualities that could definitely put Mayweather in some trouble and beat him. Ese jab, quiero ver así. 4 years ago, Moses was the one that landed that overhand right and stunned Mayweather pretty bad. And what does Maidana throw? That overhand right. So we're training for it. Entra con el doble llave, tira la derecha. Eso. Buena derecha.
Mayweather también es un gran peleador, un gran boxeador que es muy difícil golpearlo. Pero bueno, en algún momento puedo enganchar algún golpe. Ahí voy a definir la pelea. Mayweather nunca le han pegado a un hombre. Decirle.
Eso es todo. Muy bien, Chino. ¿Así?
El último, un poquito ajustado, pero...
Sí, pero no, pero todo bien. Sí. Estamos listos para 15 rounds. ¿Eh?
Maidana won't get to Vegas for another week, but Mayweather has lived here for 18 of his 37 years, a fixture on the Strip. Tonight, he's helping director John Singleton to research a film on slain rapper Tupac Shakur.
We gotta go back. The car pulled up and shot Tupac. Car pulled right here and shot Tupac at this light. Car went that way. I was living right here in 1996 when Tupac got killed. Right here. I ain't never told nobody. Only the close people with me know. And there's so many different people, you know, that I can work with, you know, in Hollywood.
Knock him out, man. You know how we do it.
The sport of boxing has done me well. I'm not going to become an actor. I'm already famous. I want to retire into something totally different. It's less than a year and a half away. Hey, take a picture of that with the, see that one? See that? I want Leonard to find out. I want that one took it down. And I want all of them like that up there instead.
With fight night close, there's so much Floyd has to take care of. Not to mention a fight to train for. Whenever the king calls, the court assembles. Their fate linked to his fortune. Everyone has gathered, even his personal DJ.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4. I don't hear y'all. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time! Fame is cool, but I believe in success. And I believe in helping everybody around me become successful within the next 24 months. So when my career is over, everybody is A-okay and they're happy. It's all about just giving back.
The members of the aptly named Money Team have stood by him for years. Now, with the end of his run in sight, he's tending to their aspirations.
Floyd has a lot invested in all of us. Ricky Brazil in his clothing line. P. Rilla and Hayes in the studio. He wants to make sure everyone on the team succeeds.
Dora Lee began 4 years ago as Floyd's masseuse. Now she's launching her own cosmetics company.
It's good lunch money for you for these young guys around here.
He wants to empower the people around him, you know, once they've earned that. He does a lot for a lot of people.
I'm helping them establish a business. The mother of my oldest daughter, I was able to help her get her store open.
He has completely been there to support me. He tells me all the time, he's like, I'm proud of you, you're working hard. And that's the main thing. You know, I always wanted to have something, and to see him be so successful, I'm like, you know what? I want to put my all into something that I can turn around and be successful as well.
Everybody here with me, gon' prevail, stay suited. It's deeper than music. I know you can feel them.
I want to be an asset and help them take everything that they got to the next level as far as in the business world. I'm a walking bank. I'm a walking vault. I could take 10 people around me and make them all millionaires. I got the remedy on how to make money.
Even with the fight drawing near, you never know who you'll find at Floyd's primary residence. Lil Rome Diddy, as he's called, a 4-year-old skateboarding prodigy with a money team sponsorship.
The Big Boy Mansion is my castle. It's kind of cool. You know, showing out, letting people know my house that big that you can skateboard in it. Handsome little kid. He got the look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you gotta have one for every day of the week, okay? All right? We ain't worry about that. Come on, champ. Come here, champ. Come here. Come here, champ.
Is that a jacuzzi right there with that big ball?
Yeah, that's a jacuzzi. You want that or you want this one? I want that. I'm giving you this. I thought you do big things. You small time or you big time?
Small time.
I'm big time. I'm working with Rome Diddy in the future. If he's under our banner, I think that there's no limit to how far he can go.
TMT World Rome Diddy.
More than 300 miles west of Las Vegas, Marcos Maidana has one last piece of personal business. It's become a tradition, marking his body to mark the end of camp.
I'm gonna tattoo the WBA belt. He just took off Broner's hands. Yeah.
Casi siempre me hago. Me gusta, me distrae, se pasa el tiempo más rápido. Que no duela, por favor.
The ink ritual administered by Gerardo Alatorre is a painstaking one. Still, the 4 hours it takes to tattoo the belt are nothing compared to the years it took to win it.
He's showing that he's a champ. He can defeat anybody that crosses path, and he's a great fighter. And we're saving more room for the next belt. That's why we got this big spot over here to fill it in.
Mayweather about to feel it. He's the best in the game, but Chino's a different type of animal that he has never faced.
Pero no, sí me lo cabrones.
No, lo vas a sacar, güey. No te va a ganar a él, no te va a ganar. You're making no sense. Cuando peleaste con Broner, ¿qué te dijimos?
Sí.
Ya después de esto, listo para la pelea, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Eso es.
Quedó como una foto, boludo. ¿Viste?
Quedó como
The media gathers, Oxnard awaits. Expectations are mounting. For many fighters, the more cameras, the more questions, the more pressure. But you couldn't tell from El Chino's expression. His laconic demeanor never changes.
When you fight Floyd Mayweather, it doesn't get any bigger than this. Talk to us about this fight. Adrian Broner was supposed to be the next best thing.
La táctica, ¿va a ser algo diferente o siempre ir hacia adelante?
¿Es más motivación tu niña?
¿Esperas el knockout? Espero ganar.
45-1. We're not training to get lucky with one punch. We're training to win a fight round by round with the plan that we have. We know that we're the underdogs, but we also know that Chino has the heart, the power to upset the world, you know.
Y bueno, Mayweather por ahí tiene que llegar el momento de que va a perder. Todos los grandes perdieron y cualquiera pierde.
It remains a mystery to El Chino. Such a great crowd just to see a man work.
10 segundos, 10.
Still, all manner of guests keep arriving at Garcia's gymnasium. Even the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerby.
You just got here, right?
Just got here.
All right, well, good thing we just finished.
Yeah.
We just finished, good thing.
Floyd's gonna have his hands full. Maidana, he's improved with each and every fight that he's been in under Robert Garcia, and he's a very, very exciting fighter.
Maidana throws heavy shots from unusual angles. That awkwardness has proven one of his greatest assets. Floyd Mayweather is accustomed to mesmerizing the media. Still, the familiar task represents a risk. At some point, experience manifests itself as age, when the favorite is ripe for an upset.
Marcos Maidana has this awkward overhand right. How does Floyd Mayweather deal with that? Are you going to have a moment in the fight where you want to engage and go toe-to-toe? Are you ready for May 3rd, the moment Marcos Maidana?
It's like second nature. I've been here so many years. I know what it takes when it's a fight of this magnitude. It's an event. It's a crazy event. It's a $1 billion event. The Mayweather Promotions is changing the sport of boxing and making it bigger, better, and more exciting.
The May 3rd card is rich with dramatic storylines, including the return of Adrian Broner, eager to disprove the doubters after his upset loss to Maidana.
What a fight! What a night!
In addition to Broner, there's Amir Khan. He too seeks to silence his critics. But more than that, he wants his own shot at Mayweather, a seat at the high-stakes table.
The May 3rd bout is a great thing. The most expensive undercard in boxing history.
The weekend before the fight finds Floyd enjoying some last-minute downtime with his daughter, Ayanna. They're headed to the TMT family barbecue, another Mayweather production.
I'm very, very thankful. Like the soap opera, all we got is one life to live, so we got to take advantage of it.
Today's main event, a game of kickball. Floyd's team versus that of P. Rilla, CEO of Filthy Rich Records.
Hey, anybody wearing boots, I got to have them on my team for the kickball game. You already know. We got to do a coin toss. Who got a coin? I got 100. We gonna be the first one to flip a $100 bill.
See, they playing, you know, just for recreation. I always play for the W.
Okay.
I feel that the people that you surround yourself with every day, that's your family. You know, them just pushing me, believing in me, them constantly screaming TBE for hard work and dedication. You know, those words will live on forever, and the money team will live on forever. This is important. This is real important. Tell them what happened. You said no. You said what happened? Pirella just did what to you?
I asked Pirella, can I have a shirt? And Pirella just gave me a Pirella promotion shirt when I was gonna be on here.
Maidana's journey to Las Vegas begins with a stop in Los Angeles, where he appears at a fight featuring his fellow Argentine, Lucas Matisse. The crowd's affection for El Chino is unmistakable.
Joining us right now, the man of the moment, Marcos Maidana himself, who is set to fight Floyd Mayweather on his way to Las Vegas. Marcos, it's a pleasure to have you here. What's your reaction to the crowd that you see here in Carson, California?
Muy contento de estar aquí, la gente mexicana, toda la raza me está apoyando.
You've always been able to be unrelenting and going after a guy and not being discouraged. Can you do that against Mayweather, who's very good defensively?
Floyd Mayweather tiene muy buena defensiva, pero yo tengo muy buen ataque también. Para mí el ataque es muy importante.
Marcos, it's great to see you up here again. Congratulations on getting the fight with Floyd. You've earned it, and best of luck next week in Las Vegas.
Bueno, muchas gracias. Quiero agradecerle a ustedes, a toda la gente. El 3 de mayo voy a salir a ganar.
While Maidana is promoting the fight, Mayweather's promoting himself, having leveraged his image into a lucrative sponsorship deal.
For me, Floyd represents Las Vegas. He's a warrior. He's a handsome, dangerous man. And we're all attracted to that. That's what Las Vegas should be. You're the only one gambling. This is your table. These are all yours.
What we betting on tonight?
Good to see you. You play the numbers you like, whatever you like. You win some, you lose some.
I win them all.
Out of we give you a little ball.
Let's go.
You happy with that?
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Good luck to you, champ.
Acts come and go in this town. But the curtains never come down on Floyd Mayweather. At 37, the old fighter makes for a young legend.
Comes down to speed with animals.
A new twist on an old Vegas story. The entertainer who becomes a favorite son, an engine of the economy. Mayweather doesn't just live here, he embodies an age on the Strip.
I've been on my own since 16. I came out here with no money in my pocket at all. Roll the dice, and I just found a way.
It may look familiar, an adorned Latin fighter dispatched to take Mayweather's crown. Maidana is different though. He earned his reputation.
Maidana throwing all kinds of punches.
And won his belt, humiliating heavy favorites. Most fighters are awed by Floyd, but not El Chino.
Me siento contento de que voy a pelear con él en Las Vegas. Soy como el que va a perder, ¿no? Pero bueno, yo voy contento porque sé que voy a ganar.
This isn't a pilgrimage. It's a business trip. In both style and substance, they're antithetical. Mayweather represents technical perfection. Maidana, unorthodox ferocity. Maidana holds one title.
Toda la gente está esperando ver perder a Mayweather. ¿Cómo no puedo fallar?
Mayweather, many.
He's an underdog for a reason. Me, myself, 18 years professional, 17 years world champion. The record speaks for itself.
Now he aspires to an acronym of his own device, TVE, the best ever. 46-0 or 45-1. The moment is upon us.
Well, there it is. Very interesting. All access right there as Marcos Maidana and Floyd Money Mayweather get ready now for the moment here in Las Vegas. And Floyd addressing the breakup with his fiancée. Also interesting to see the sparring, a little behind-the-scenes look there. Marcos Maidana getting ready with Mikey Garcia, one of the top fighters in the world, and also talking about the overhand right, the one shot that has hurt Floyd over the last several years, that coming from Shane Mosley, and they believe in his camp that Maidana has the power with that overhand right. As for the voting on show.com/sports, you can continue to vote for your favorite Maidana moment. Right up, way ahead now. It is still, polls are closed. It's over. It is all over. 74% of you going for what you just recently saw, and that was the impressive beatdown of Adrian Broner, who is also on this card tonight and looking to come back. Meantime, also on this card is Amir Khan. Let's go to Jim Gray with Amir Khan right now. Jim?
As he will take on Luis Collazo. Amir, you were hoping to be the headliner tonight against Floyd Mayweather. Now you've had 13 months off. How much pressure is there on you to prove that you're worthy of that fight should Floyd win?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of pressure on me. A lot of people saying, everywhere I've been walking in Vegas, people are saying, you should have been the one fighting Mayweather, not Maidana. But look, Maidana, I respect him and he deserves a fight against Floyd. But I have to put on a great performance tonight. It's my first fight in the 147 division. I just have to look good, beat Collazo, and steal the show. That's what I'm here for.
How much harder is it when you have to show people that you have something to prove here?
Well, you know what? I'm not even going to let that get to me. I mean, it is very hard, but like I said, I'm not going to let it stress me out in any way. I'm just going to keep nice and calm, and when you keep it calm, you perform very well.
You've had a layoff of 13 months. Are you concerned about rust in that factor?
No, I'm not, because I've at the 13 months I spent about 8 months in the gym, getting to know my trainer Virgil Hunter, getting to understand boxing a little bit better, improving my mistakes, and work on things that I've never worked on before. Instead of having that pressure on to work on an opponent, I did have to do that. I can work on Amir Khan, and that's what I did. So it's not like I've been sat at home doing nothing. I've been working hard.
All right, Amir, we look forward to seeing you here shortly.
Thank you very much.
All right, Brian, back upstairs to you.
Jim, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing Adrian Broner, Amir Khan here, building up to the main event, Marcos Maidana against #1 in the world, pound for pound, Floyd Mayweather. Al, give us the keys to victory.
Yeah, for Marcos Maidana, the general conventional wisdom is that, of course, he needs to attack with abandon, throw caution to the wind, throw lots of punches, and be aggressive. And that may well be true, but there are more nuances involved than that.
Marcos Maidana, with 31 KOs and 35 wins, is the power puncher in his match with Floyd Mayweather. The problem is landing those big punches. Here's how the big-hitting Argentine might do it. Jose Luis Castillo gave Mayweather trouble with volume punching. Maidana can't hesitate to throw. Maidana's jab is much improved, and when he throws it to the body, it helps set up his left hook. And this punch is vital if you hope to beat Mayweather. Against Adrian Broner, Maidana jabbed to the body often, as in this case, what started out as a jab turned into a left hook. Twice in the fight, he sent Broner down with this punch. He hopes for the same result against Mayweather, and with it, a huge upset win. Floyd Mayweather is the most skilled boxer of his generation. Even at age 37, those skills show no sign of erosion. He'll play matador to Maidana's bull-like rushes. When Mayweather keeps things in the center of the ring, he's hardly ever hit. Movement is deadly to Maidana. Devin Alexander used it to outbox him. The Mayweather right lands with frightening accuracy. Mayweather has many ways of landing the right. Against Canelo Alvarez, he expertly used 2 touch jabs to set the punch up. The right hand followed quickly and accurately. It's Mayweather's major offensive weapon. He'll use it often in his effort to remain unbeaten.
There it is, a look ahead at the main event coming up tonight on Showtime pay-per-view. Fellas, we're all going to get ready right now. You get ready as well. Only a few moments away. Rest the pipes.
Yes.
He's ready. He's poised. He's locked. Coiled. Coming up, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Just a few moments away and available only on Showtime pay-per-view. It's the moment. Floyd Mayweather, Marcos Maidana, the welterweight championship of the world is on the line. Again, in the co-feature as well, Amir Khan, Luis Collazo, the return of Adrian Broner after his first pro loss, fighting Carlos Molina, and we'll lead things off with Jalen Love unbeaten against Marco Antonio Paraban. Well, that'll do it for us for Countdown Live, our pre-show here in Las Vegas. Once again, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, couple of minutes away. Showtime pay-per-view, Floyd Mayweather, Marcos Maidana. We'll see you in a few minutes right here at the MGM Grand.